Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Above Success. And today we've got a very special guest in the building. She's a real estate phenom. Whereas interiors is concerned, she's an expert as well. She's a content creator, as most of you would like refer to her as an influencer. But ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Tayla Galvin.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on the show. I'm very, very excited.
Thank you. I think the best start would be asking, who's Tayla, you know?
Sure, that's a question that's multifaceted.
Yes.
I, first of all, as some people would know if you do follow me on Instagram,
Yes.
I'm a huge animal lover. So
Yes.
that is my first thing in all areas of my life.
Yeah.
Although some people would say I'm too much of a cat lady, I do love my cats.
Yes.
That is definitely a huge part of my life. I also am a real estate agent, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Recently actually moved companies, and yeah, just very, very happy. And I guess there's lots of different parts to me which you'll get to know on this episode.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Firstly, I'm quite excited. You're a cat mom, pretty much. And roughly how many cats do you have here?
You know, if you had asked me this question 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have told you because I would have been nervous that my dad would have watched this.
Yes.
And I did not tell him for very, very long how many cats I had.
Yes.
But he did recently find out.
Yes.
Yeah, shame. He found out. It
Yes.
is what it is. I have 11 cats.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you create a bond, you know, with 11 cats?
I think, well, how I originally started adopting cats was during lockdown.
Yes.
I had a neighbor, his name is Greg,
Okay.
and he had 2 Persian cats.
Wow.
And I just absolutely fell in love with him. My dad blames Greg for all my cats.
Yes.
And basically, I saw these cats, fell in love with them, and I said I have to have a Persian cat.
Wow.
But I will never ever go to a breeder. I'm very against breeders or anything
yes.
like that. So I was like, if I can find a Persian cat that's a rescue, I'll
Yes.
do it.
You take it, yeah.
So I searched on Google Persian cat rescue, and I actually found one in Johannesburg, which is where I was living at the time.
Yes.
And adopted 2 cats named Kendall and Kylie.
Wow,
Named them
okay.
after the Kardashians.
Yes.
And actually my whole clan is named after the Kardashians.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
that's where it all started. But I do manage to give them individual attention. They've all got incredible little personalities, all different, come
Yes.
from different backgrounds, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's just very rewarding.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you've gone against the normal route of saying, look, I'm going to go to a breeder, have
Yeah.
this fancy little kitten, and, you know. But also, I love the fact that there's just so many animals out there, you know, that really need help, you know, that are being neglected by people. But the fact that you've got 11 is, yeah, congrats on that. I must say.
Thank you. I don't know if my dad would agree that that's a good thing, but
Yes.
I'm very, very happy and very chuffed.
Yes.
Hopefully I will find a boyfriend at some point that is okay with 11 cats,
11
but
cats,
we'll get
so-
there. It's not my problem right now. Got other things to focus on.
Awesome. Great. And now, so I want to understand, you know, how does this love of, I wouldn't say the camera, but the confidence to, like, you know, put yourself out there. And I looked at some of, you know, your content and stuff, how you're able to tally that together, which is quite good, you know. I would love to think you've got a whole team of, like, makeup artists, people to, like, choose the clothes for you, you know.
I wish one day.
Yes.
One day we'll get there. I think my ability to be in front of a camera started from a young age. I
Yes.
used to do a lot of TV commercials, acting, all that kind of stuff, drama, school
Yes.
plays. So I actually was a very, very shy kid up until I was maybe 14 or 15 years old. I pretty
Okay.
much did not speak.
Yes.
Only when spoken to.
Okay.
And I one day just woke up, came out of my shell, and the confidence was there. So I definitely do credit that background,
That background as well.
to the confidence. And don't have a team of makeup artists behind me. A lot of people do think I am a makeup artist. I guess I could consider myself a self-taught makeup artist, but I never
Yes.
did anything for that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me looking at it, I would think there's like a bunch of people, you know, running up and down, which is quite impressive. But also, like, you've touched on your love for acting and also your background as well with that.
Yes.
How's the transition, you know, now that you've grown and, you know, obviously you've got a lot going for yourself as well as real estate.
Thank you.
How's that been like that for you?
I think Acting and real estate can actually have a tie in a
Okay.
way. I think you've got to be confident when you're in real estate.
Yes.
It's all about showing that you're confident, and if you show that you are confident, you will get that deal done.
Absolutely.
And that is also what acting is about. You've got to be confident, and I think my confidence obviously did build from that.
Yes.
And yeah, I now use it in my everyday career.
Based upon everything, well, the houses and the listings that I've seen, you're selling some sort of lifestyle, I would say,
Yeah.
attached to it. It's just like, can you touch a little bit on that for, like, you know, for people that would, like, you know, are looking to buy a house, for instance, you know?
So I generally focus on the Atlantic seaboard
Yes.
of Cape Town. It's where most of my connections are. It's where I live. I live in Sea Point. So
Yes.
for me, focusing on that area is staying very true to myself, and also
True.
I think you can be an expert in an area that you live.
True.
It's very hard to be an expert in an area that you don't live in.
I don't know what, yeah.
So yeah, I do try and focus on higher end real estate, but then at the
Yes.
same time, you do get your lower listings that are just as beautiful and just as amazing, and actually do sell faster.
Okay.
So I guess it just really depends on what's out there. It's very hard to get stock at the moment.
Yes.
So whatever's out there, I'm happy to bring to market.
Yeah, I see, great. And like, you know, for those that are watching, how long have you been doing real estate now?
I've been in real estate just over 3 years. I started at a company in 2022, which was actually about 6 months after I'd moved to Cape Town.
Yes.
I had never done real estate before. I had studied interior design previously, and
Yeah.
also beauty. I did microblading,
Yes.
waxing, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And just decided that I wanted to explore the property market
More, yeah.
a lot more.
Yeah.
Having a interior design background,
Yes.
I realized that that could really
Help.
lead me in the right way in real estate. So I started at a company, was there for about a year,
Yes.
then moved over to another company for 2 years, and just recently started at Law Real Estate.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. Congrats.
Thank
Yeah. So I'll give you like a hypothetical conversation of, you get somebody that's wanting you to sell their property for them, but maybe, you know, their couches and, you know, their sort of decor in the house is not really, like, you know, up to, like, you know, standard, or I would say. Do you go as far as, you know, helping them, you know, curate something that if somebody comes to look at would be like, wow, okay.
I have not yet done that,
Yes.
but there is the option of staging a home.
Ooh, yes.
You do actually get companies that are professional stagers and do that only.
Yeah.
But as an interior designer and having that background, I definitely could offer that to my clients.
As well, yeah.
But luckily, up until now, every home I've sold has been absolutely gorgeous,
Stunning.
so nothing has been needed.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Yeah. You growing up, was like your childhood quite just normal, like any other child would be?
I think a lot of people look at me and think that I must have had this incredible childhood.
Yes.
You know, daddy's girl, blessed with the best.
Oh, yeah.
And while yes, I was always very much blessed with the best, I also did have quite a difficult childhood.
Absolutely.
I'm an only child, so I did come from a little bit of a broken home. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that everything's all sunshine and rainbows. You look at things on social media and it all looks beautiful and amazing.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't share the negative side of their lives.
As well, yeah.
But I do try and, at some point, you know, here and there, try and add in some real life stuff and what's going on in my life, and
True.
try to share the negatives as well, because not everything
well.
is positive.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Just touching on that, I was reading a quote the other day where, you know, it's stated in the sense of where, like, the things that we go through kind of make us who we are. Mm-hmm. So I reckon with you as well, the bad and the good, you know, definitely are part of you as well. And it's,
Yeah.
you just can't touch on the good side alone. You can, you know, share the bad side, I guess, as well.
Absolutely. I think the bad things that did happen to me growing up, I wouldn't change for the world. I think
True.
it's brought me to be who I am today,
Yeah.
and given me the life lessons, and actually I think my personality has developed in a beautiful way due to the trauma,
True.
as opposed to looking at it in a way that, you know, you could act as a victim, but you could also
Yes.
act as somebody who's been through a lot, but hey, I've come out on top
Exactly.
in spite of that.
No, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you view yourself as a victor, it speaks a lot about your character. But also the fact that, you know, like with most people, they can literally, like, you know, when it comes to things of work and stuff like that, they can play the victim part. And whereas family, it's like, yeah, but with you, it's like the more important stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing victim is probably the worst thing you could ever do for yourself. Yes, it's good to acknowledge what you've been through, and it's most definitely important to work through what you've been through.
And also now, how is it like? Obviously, most of your childhood, I'm guessing, is Joburg based,
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah.
How was that transition, you know, coming to Cape Town and looking at Sea Point as well?
I actually loved coming to Cape Town. I would be here pretty much every December with
on
my
holiday.
friends.
Yes.
So I think in my high school years, at least, I was here every December with my friends. So I did get to know Sea Point quite a bit.
Okay.
But I only moved to Cape Town, I think I was 23 when I moved to Cape Town.
Yes.
So I'd actually never lived anywhere else, always lived in Joburg.
Yeah.
So coming to Cape Town was very, very different. The winters were harsh in comparison.
Yes.
Although I must say I actually prefer the winters.
Oh, okay.
Even though they are slightly more harsh, I do prefer them.
Yes.
But yeah, Cape Town is a completely different lifestyle. I mean,
yeah.
in some jobs that I've worked, you know, the bosses knock off at 1 p.m. to go to Saunders Beach, and jobs still go and work gets done.
Work's done in
It's
a way.
amazing. So people work very, very differently here, but things work. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
true.
it's a good balance of lifestyle and work here, which I really enjoy.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
And would you say you've got also that balance going on where?
Yes, I do try and have that balance. I'm not a big beach goer. Don't
Okay.
enjoy the sand getting all over me.
Yes.
But I do try and have the work-life balance
Oh, okay.
where I can. Yeah.
Okay.
And Cape Town definitely does help with that.
Okay, interesting. Any crazy, like, cool spots in Cape Town that?
I absolutely love Duchess of West Beach.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite restaurants. The manager there knows that I always order the truffle mac and cheese every single
Okay.
time I go. It's so good.
Yes.
And it's just such a vibe there.
Wow.
It's I don't know if you've been, but
No,
it's
I've not,
oh,
I've
you
not.
have to go. It's like a dinner setting in the beginning, and
Okay.
then at like 9:30, people get on the chairs and start like waving their
okay.
serviettes to Sweet Caroline. It's really fun. So I
Interesting.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
I also really enjoy Hugo Social Lounge.
I know you. Yeah.
So I really like that.
Yeah.
And my absolute favorite, shout out to Kleinski's. Kleinski's has got the best bagels, and
Okay.
I'm there all the time.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
thank you.
those are my 3 top spots.
Oh, nice. Interesting. I mean, I'm familiar with Hugo, but the other spot, not really. But the
So
fact
you-
that they've got truffle, yes.
Yeah. No, it's so good.
Yeah.
And Kleinski's, I don't know if you've tried, but you absolutely have to go.
Okay.
I will take you to Kleinski's.
Awesome.
It's
That's
so
a deal.
good.
That's a deal. Awesome. Great. Any projects or anything that you're currently working on that, you know, you'd love to share with people?
I am busy trying to get my interior design business off the ground again.
Up and running, yes.
It's called Galvin Interiors, and I was working on it quite a bit when I was in Joburg, and
Yes.
kind of just took a pause on it when I got to Cape Town.
Cape Town, yeah.
But now that I have moved to a different real estate company and doing better,
Yes.
I am now selling again. So
Yes.
I'm offering my interior design services to whoever I have sold
okay.
the houses to. So that is quite an exciting project that I'm taking on. Other than that, just still focusing on animal rescue on the side wherever I can.
Yeah.
I'll take calls at any time of the night for a cat or dog in
Okay.
need. So
Okay.
that is, I guess, a little side, not a hustle because I don't make money from it, but a little side thing that I do.
Great. Interesting. No, great. I think it's just crazy how you've got, you know, 11 cats. And the fact that you're still excited to get more in is just, yeah, it's tremendous. You've got a big heart, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll adopt my own. I think I'm done for now.
Yes.
I think 11 is my cap. Although I would have liked to be an even number and be 12, but I've been told no more.
Okay.
So if I do rescue, and rehabilitate any other cats, they will be fosters,
Fosters,
and
okay.
then will be adopted, unfortunately. But
I hear you,
I
I hear you.
have been told that I can't save the world, although I do believe I can at some point, somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, no more cats for me
I
right
hear
now.
you. I hear you.